and welcome down to Den Koi Pond on another beautiful sunny day. And the days seem to have been starting like this, or a bit misty to start with, and then coming the sun out and then clouding over, so hadn't been that good for the solar last week, but there we go. Temperatures are still well up. First off, I'll apologise for the last video. The sound in it was atrocious. Wasn't anything to do with me. Sound quality on the video was perfect. Something went wrong with the upload. I honestly don't know what it was. There was a problem on YouTube with the upload and it destroyed the sound. I didn't check the video, so that is my fault. Won't happen again. Right, as you can see, everything's merry down here. Just chucked in a handful of food for the fish just to bring them up. Solar's chunking away in there. I think we've got about 400 watts coming in. It's 9:30, quarter to 10 in the morning. Sun's only been out for about half an hour, if that. A little bit of a breeze blowing. Pond temperature yesterday was 14.5, so I'll be interested to see what it is this morning. I don't think it's been bouncing too much overnight. I'm slowly building up on the food, as I was talking about last week. You don't want to overfeed. Slow build up. Test your water every 3-4 days tops. Just keep an eye on it, because you put too much food in, it'll go sideways and you'll be fighting it for the rest of the summer. So keep the amount of food down and a slow build up. Well, today we're going to be having a look over here in the end of the veg filter here. I'm going to be making up and starting to weld up the box. I've got the pieces over here. I need to set the filters up to clean, to drop the water level in the veg so I can actually mark the outlets. I'm going to try and mark the 4 holes. Now they aren't dead in line, I know they aren't. They're drilled through a fiberglass tank and I couldn't get them all dead parallel. There's a slight bit between them, but I want to try and mark them so we'll drill holes through the box, so on the inside the box will slip over it. I don't need a watertight seal, but I kind of fit around them so that the waters can only be drawn from inside the box. I'll set the camera up over here in a second, and we'll try and mark the plate that's going in the back, and then we'll get in on the bench and do a bit of welding. So let's have a look at the temps a minute, and I'll get the camera over the outlet here and drop the water level a bit so I can get this back plate marked up, and then into the welder. Got the polarizing lens on here, so hopefully you can see they're all still pretty shy. Cover's only been off a week, and they're only just getting used to it, and certainly not up to hand feeding yet. Mine, like I said, my fish are never greedy beggars. They're never starving, so they're never up trying to rip your fingers off. Right, I'll get the camera over by the veg outlet a minute. I'll show you them. Alright, so I've got a pen and a scrape as well. What I need to do is get these 4 pipes drawn around on the ends. And then I can mark where they're going in the box. I'll just wait for this water level to go down a bit. Which it should do fairly quick. Now, this is the ends of the box, and it's rounded because the corners are going to sit up against the side, so it's going to be a bit like this. Now this top of this is going to be overflow level, so what I've actually got is the back of the box is actually shorter. Okay, so this one is going to sit up here, the height of this box, and give me the distance. So I need to get these 2 pieces on here. This one here. As I said. Don't think I'm going to get a very accurate mark for this. Actually just about visible on there. That's disappearing. Right, second results. And right, take bloody two. Let's have another blooming go. This time I've reversed the sheet. Should be easier for you to move a mark on. And I've got my engineer's angled scribe here as well, which should make life a lot easier. Easier to mark on the back of this sheet. I'll just assemble the box the other way round. That gives me the marks. Now I can see them. This is the trouble with being a bloody perfectionist, isn't it? Especially on your own stuff. Right, we get that fired back up now. And then we'll get in the workshop. Okay, so the 1000 watt grid tie here is now back up. I've got myself another one of these, came from China, 10 days. You can't moan at that, 10 days. Even followed its flight over on the aircraft. It's exactly the same as this one. So these are both in here now. Excuse the mess on the wiring. I'm still sorting it. I need to wire it so it'll go into the charger for the batteries as well. So I can charge from either solar array. Now that I've got two arrays here. But the panels are on the roof, all plumbed in proper, and power coming in. Just got to tidy the wiring up here. A few fuses to wire in and sort a switchable bypass in. So this morning here, as I said, it's almost 10 o'clock now. We got 234 coming in on one set, which is the original set, and 190 on the other. We're getting slightly less on the second set, and I know why now. I'm getting a reflection off the house walls next door that's striking the first set of panels, which is quite convenient because it casts extra light on it for about probably 3 parts of the day. As the sun moves around, next door's house is white, mine's magnolia, and I don't get reflection back off mine so much on it, but I get a bit of it. But next door's white house actually casts across it, and it's now they're in situ. It's actually giving me 40 watts more on that first one. Quite interesting. Right. Ignore the money figures on the bottom, they aren't correct. They have been reset and played with, and some of the panels have been down for half a day and such other. So ignore the money made. Fan you can hear going here is the cooling fans. on the micro inverters. They do kick in from time to time as they warm up, and they do get quite hot. It's quite surprising. Alright, especially when returning to this, as I say, I've got over 400 watts coming in there at the moment. During the peak of the day, I'll be up around 700 watts coming in, which is more than what I'm using. Going out today, incidentally, got to put this feed back in proper into the junction box down below, because running the whole pond off this socket here, I don't really like it, although it didn't take in much power. The actual 13 amp ring in the workshop here is 60 amps, because I've got a couple of large welders out here and machines that could require quite a bit of power, so I've got its own dedicated ring out here. Those 13 amp plugs, you know, we can pull a lot of power through it. Right, so that's that. So this was the plastic on the bench. You can hopefully see where I've marked the holes there now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, need to get them drilled, and they can be slightly bigger. I'm not fussed about a little bit of a gap around them, because I can cut some washers to slip back over it. Now that will sit on the thing. I'll set the camera up a minute and I'll tack the box up, but that's as far as we're going today. It's too bloody nice to be in here, and it's a bank holiday weekend, but I'll get it done in the week and add it in here for you to see how it's coming along, all tacked up, and get it welded up for the video after this one, I think. But what's happening, these are going to go inside it, so I should get 4 sheets, hopefully 4 of these inside it. From the bottom, the water's got to be drawn up from the bottom and come up through this box. So let's get the camera on the stand a minute. Right, second on the decision on that. It's too bloody nice today. It's a bank holiday weekend and I'm not blooming doing it. Simple as that. I'm going to tack weld all this together later tonight or Monday or something like that. But sun's out there. It's too bloody nice. I'm going to go out and sit by the pond and watch the fish. Right, let's get back outside a minute, and you better catch, I will slip a bit of this building into this, but it's going to be finished in probably the next video, and you'll get a better idea on it then. Well, as you can see, we're back. I'm doing the tacking here. I'm going to tack the box together, then try it in the filter out there before I weld it up. So let's get one of these sides tacked on a minute and then work our way round. Just tacking in some little spots for a minute, just to get it out there. This is what I need, a snug fit for these. Okay, rejoin me after I've got the other side on the box. Okay, here it is all tacked together. Just, oh, thank goodness I can turn this one off. Just letting the gun cool down. With these, alright, always turn the heat off and then leave the fan running for a bit before you shut the gun off. This keeps the element from overheating inside. Right, so there we are. This is the box tacked together like this. So from this, I expect you can work out what's going to happen now. These are going to go in here, sit in nice and snug, and they will push down all the way to the bottom, or nearly the bottom. I'm going to have a lip around inside, and I'm hoping to be able to get maybe 4 thicknesses of this in here, with the outlet tubes coming through, and the water is literally going to have to rise through the box. So finding 4 screens of these, or as many as it can stand in the box. Might only be able to get away with 1. It depends if it can get the flow through. But this is just above the water level in the veg filter, so fingers crossed it'll travel up through. If they block, the water level will just rise in the veg until it goes over the top, and then it'll spill away. But I'll get this out and try it in the veg a minute, and then I'll be up for welding it all up. Just give me a second to pop outside and give it a trial a minute. Yeah, just before I do go outside, this is what I've done with the bottom. See, the 2 sides here are actually shorter. The round on it at the back here, because the side of the tank's round, but the front and the back are actually this much above the floor in the filter. But I'll get out and give it a try a minute. Okay, there we go. Right, it fits in an absolute treat, just right. So I'll get this welded up, which will probably be finished off in next week's video, but I'll get this welded up and we'll get this fitted. But let's get back over. It's getting dark outside now. We're actually on the Saturday evening of the Easter weekend, but I'll jump forward because I did the rewind finish up for this video earlier. I filmed it, so I'll chuck that on after this bit. Right, catch you all later. Okay, so that's a little look at the work in the workshop, just as we're getting on with that plastic welding. I'll get more into that and finish that off, so next week's video will actually show that box going in. So it's just a box. The front and back will be about an inch off the bottom, with the 2 sides resting on the bottom. And I'm hoping to draw the water up through the box, or the water will draw up through the box to exit. And I'm hoping to get 3, maybe 4 of those Jack Matt sponges in there, just to take the last bits that are in the veg filter, bits of plant and so on, from getting sucked down the pipes. The koi seems to hang around the pipes because all the creepy crawlies seem to get chucked out of them, as they seem to try and escape the veg filter. So that's a place that they like to hang out. But I want the water as clean as I possibly can at that point. The solar in there, well, as you can see, we haven't had a very good 3 weeks for it, really. Could have made more if the weather was like this, as simple as that. You'll make the most on it over the sort of April, May, June, July, and getting into August. They'll be your peak months. Alright, sun highest in the sky in June. That's when you'll make your money. Through the winter you won't make a lot, but with what I got coming in here now, the pond every day from sort of 9 o'clock on, I go over the 200 watts, so it's running on solar. I'll get to a point in midsummer where I'm pulling enough power to charge the batteries during the day and run the pond overnight as well. They will get to a switch point, I reckon, that should be 2 months, possibly 8 weeks, say, of time, where I'll be pulling in enough power to charge the batteries and run the pond, and I will switch the pond over to totally solar for some of that point, just to see what it acts like. People that are wanting to know more on it, like I say, you need a lot bigger setup and you need to see a professional on it. It's a funny thing, you need to generate a lot more power than what you're going to use through the day, especially in the dark days of winter. That's the problem. You need to be making enough power to charge your batteries to run overnight, and saying you get 3 or 4 dark days in a row through winter, which we quite often get, it's just you're not going to put pulling enough power for it. Okay, if it can switch on to the mains and it does that, but this kind of wiring requires a professional, proper solar company. Right, so as I said, apologies for the sound in last week's video. Hopefully you've all enjoyed a good Easter bank holiday weekend. This is being filmed on the Easter bank holiday. I'm enjoying it. Look at the sun, look at the power coming in. But too nice today to go in and do that plastic welding. I'm going to save that for a rougher day this week. I'm going to give the 2 easy pods a boil and a clean here now. I cleaned the vortex yesterday, but the easy pods want to boil. Got a special visitor coming next weekend. In fact, 2 visitors coming next weekend. Guest appearance by celebrity, YouTube celebrity, Facebook celebrity. I think he does Instagram as well. I'm not sure about Twitter, he might do. But yeah, we've got a guest appearance next week. Looking forward to the visit, and hope he is. He's down in the southwest, so he says he's going to pop by. Won't let you know who it is until next week. But there. Right, from down here in Devon, if you haven't already, smash the like, subscribe down here. Give us a thumbs up if you can. If you didn't enjoy the video or pissed off with the sound last week, whack a thumbs down. Try not to let it happen again, people. Terribly sorry, full of apologies. Right, grovel, grovel, grovel. Right, wasn't me, it was bloody YouTube. From down here in sunny Devon, happy ponding. Enjoy your weekend. Bye for now.